Welcome to day 15 of my WPT daily coverage, as well as all things Vegas poker in December. I'm Sherry Pluskota, and I'm happy you're joining me live and listening to me at a future time. I appreciate you and thank you. Many thanks to my sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need to lose weight or gain weight, Elevator Results can design a plan for you. Check them out on Twitter or at their site at elevatorresultspt.com. Just a reminder, you can find the recordings of my past spaces on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please subscribe when you go over there to check out any of those past recordings. Appreciate you. Want to touch on some of the things that I left open-ended yesterday. There were a couple winners I needed to track down. Over at the Orleans main event, they had 1,371 entries, more than doubled their prize pool to $710K. There were 173 moving on to day two, and Jared took it down at 4 a.m. on Monday morning, stuffing his pockets with $66,000. And I'm sorry I don't have Jared's last name, but when the Orleans posted the winner, they did not provide it. Over at the BetMGM Aria Poker Open, their BetMGM Poker Open Championship, which was over at the Aria, Thomas Fuller bested 1,129 entries to take down and take home $22K plus that beautiful trophy. And be reminded that was a $1,600 buy-in over at the Aria. Around town, Mir Gastari won the WPT Tour, that's with a T, $600 buy-in tournament for $15,000. He bested 220 players. So congrats to Mir. Christopher Weber took down event number 43 over the Venetian. It was a $600 monster stack. He took it down in a three-way chop for just over $34,000. Rachel Yasak took down the $200 WIP Toast to 20 tournament over at Resorts World for just over $2,800. So shout out to Rachel. Also, shout out to Tony Burns and the Moneymaker Tour. They have been smashing the numbers at the Orange City Poker Room in Florida. And congrats to Null Costigan, I believe is how you say it, who took down the main event for just over $70,000. So congrats to Tony Burns for all that hard work, making that series and that tour, poker tour, a success. Let's take a look around town, what's going on as far as tournaments today. Again, this is day 15 of the WPT, and we will get into their schedule in just a minute. But over at the Orleans at 11:05 is a no-limit mega stack, $400 buy-in, 40K starting stack, 30-minute blinds, and that's a 40K guarantee. At 4:05 at the Orleans is an 8-game mixed tournament, $240 buy-in, 25K guarantee, 20-minute blinds. I'm sorry. Let me do this again. $240 buy-in, a 25K starting stack, a 20-minute blind levels, and a 10K guarantee. Sorry, you guys. 6:05 p.m. at the Orleans is a no-limit super stack, $200 buy-in, 25K starting stack, 20-minute blinds, 15K guarantee. Over at the Venetian at 11:10 is an $1,100 buy-in, event number 47. 40K starting stack, 40-minute blinds with a 500K guarantee. At 4:10 p.m. at the Venetian is a $140 milestone satellite, 20K starting stack, 20-minute blinds. At 6:10 p.m., event number 51 takes place at the Venetian. $200 buy-in for their bounty tournament. It's a 25K starting stack, 20-minute blinds with a 10K guarantee. Over at the Aria today at 11 o'clock is a series event. It is an $800 mystery bounty, 100K guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock at the Aria is going to be the same type of one day of tournament. It is $800 bounty. Oh my Lord. Let me try that again. Tomorrow at the Aria is an $800 mystery bounty, 100K guarantee, 30-minute blinds with a 30K starting stack. So good things happening over at the Aria. Let's look at the Wynn. Um, and the WPT at 11 o'clock is a $1,100 PLO tournament, 100K guarantee, 25 K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. Event number 17, which is the WPT World Championship, day 2, starts at noon today. At 2 p.m., event number 25 is a 3K no limit PKO. That's PKO, $300, 300,000 guarantee, 30K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. At 7 p.m. is a milestone satellite over at the Wynn WPT. And that satellite has a guarantee of 20 seats, 20K starting stack, 20-minute blinds. At 7 p.m. at the Wynn WPT is event number 26, $1,600 turbo bounty, 30K starting stack, 20-minute blinds. Also at the WPT at 7:30 tonight is a 3K milestone satellite. And that is going to be a satellite into the 25K Alpha 8 tournament. If you register early for this milestone, you'll get a $100 discount, so it'll only be a $2,900 buy-in. And that milestone is going to be 200,000 is your goal for the milestone. Tomorrow at the Wynn, they're going to have an 11 o'clock seniors event number 27. It's $1,100, 30K starting stack, 40-minute blinds, 500K guarantee. That is a 2-day event. At 12 p.m. tomorrow at the WPT is day 3 of that World Championship. Also at 12 o'clock tomorrow will be event number 28, a 3K no limit, day 1A. And that has a $3 million guarantee, 30K starting stack, 40-minute blinds. Also at noon tomorrow at the WPT is event number 29, which is a $600 no limit, 50K guarantee, 25K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. And that is tomorrow at noon. 1 p.m. tomorrow at the WPT is event number 30. It is that $25,800 tournament, the Alpha 8. You can have a starting stack of 200,000 with 40-minute blinds. If you register early, so if you're an early bird to that tournament, you're going to get a $400 guarantee. And be reminded that is a 2-day event. 1 p.m. at the WPT tomorrow's event number 31, which is an $1,100 PLO 8, 100K guarantee, 25K starting stack, 30-minute blinds. At 7 p.m. is a $400 milestone satellite, 20 seats, 20K starting stack with 20-minute blinds. So that's what's going on. Hope some of you are still killing it on the felt. Good luck on that. And welcome, Wolfie. How are you?
Good. Good morning.
Good
How's
morning.
your flight and how's it back being home?
Well, my flight was perfect. We had one of the best flight attendants. He had jokes all flight long, and I was there for it. Like, he was amazing. Actually tweeted to Southwest and sent that they wanted to know who it was, so I sent them a picture and a DM so they can. I don't know if they reward their folks for compliments or not, but if they do, I wanted to make sure he got, whatever they do, his kudos. So good flight. I'm exhausted, of course. 3 hour time change. I'm all screwed up, but there's nothing new with that. But congratulations on that parlay hit, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. I
I
was
know,
due.
I know you were excited about that.
It was all because of that Sherry mug luck
Uh,
rollover. Now I'm finishing out the rest of the year not being a DGen is the plan.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? I think it's that Sherry's angel luck, really.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Yeah, now that I'm a Sherry's angel, I've just been winning, so.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, so what are you going to do today?
I don't know, nothing planned yet. I'm taking Donna to the airport later, so maybe I'll meet up with her and hang out with her on her last day. I'll hit her. I'll see what she's doing.
I'm sure she would love that for sure. She had some more fun yesterday, and obviously she's forgotten about me this morning, but it's okay. She's trying to get out and packed and ready and get in some last hugs. I'm not mad at it for sure. We were kind of hoping my flight would have bumped me yesterday so I could have stayed with her, but that didn't work out, and it's all right.
Yeah, I'm messaging her as we speak. See if she's
Awesome.
awake.
Awesome. Very good. And I know she's ready to go home because she's tired too. We need a vacation from our vacation. I just want to give a little shout out to those making it to day 2 of that WPT World Championship. There were 1,432 runners. There are 469 moving on, with Philip Lee being your chip leader with 1.1 million. And I'm just going to spell his name. It's YIFU. He is in second place with 1 million in chips. Excuse me. So good luck to all those folks. Some new notables and some friends of mine that are still in it to win it. Joey Ingram, Chris Conrad, which is a guy that hangs out with us here in Spaces, and I interviewed him last fall. If you remember, he's got 800,000 in chips, and Preston McEwen, a very accomplished WSOP circuit ring winner. He has 579K. Robert Mizraki has 491K. And the underdog at this moment going into day 2 is John, and I believe it's Holian. Holian, maybe? And he sits with a 19,000K stack. So good luck to that underdog in that, in it to still win it. Maybe he'll get some double ups and triple ups and build that stack quick as he goes into day 2 today. So just wanted to give a little shout out to those folks for sure. Also, I saw that Matt Savage posted a reminder that the WPT meetup game is today at 9 o'clock. So it just started a few moments ago. So head over to that meetup game. I believe it's a 2-5 game. And they're going to give away some neat prizes. So I wouldn't miss that one if I was in Vegas right now. So I hope you don't. Get over to the WPT and the Wynn and Encore and play that meetup game. I'm sure it's going to be fun.
Well, if it's at 9 a.m., it actually starts in 45 minutes. So
Oh my gosh.
time zones.
I screwed up, didn't I? I screwed up. Donna's gonna love this. Oh my god, I'm an
Oh,
hour.
you were supposed to start at 9 a.m.?
Yeah, of course. And it's supposed to be 12 my time. I don't know why I have 11 o'clock
Oh.
in my head today, but here we are. It's okay. That's hilarious. Donna's gonna get such a kick out of that. Oh well, here we are. We're doing the daily show an hour early today. And guess what? I won't be mad when I get to go take a nap an hour earlier. So here we are. Um, so yeah, that's 9 a.m. Vegas time is the meetup game. So at 45 minutes. Thank you for that correction, Wolfie. Appreciate you. Don't miss that meetup game if you're in Vegas, 9 a.m. And I'm sure they're going to give away some awesome prizes. And it's always fun to take some stacks off of. I don't know if Matt's playing, but like Brad Owens is playing and some of the other folks. So should be a fun time. 2-5 game. Did you see, Wolfie, did you see Brock Wilson's tweet? Maybe ASG, I know you're probably working, but I don't know if you guys saw Brock Wilson's tweet about the prize pool in the Bahamas. They were going to miss the guarantee by quite a bit. And I guess they did some last minute changes in order to meet the guarantee. So they added an extra level for re-entry. They did away with the 3% staff fee, and I think there was one thing, and they lowered the guarantee to 48.5 million. So I thought those were some interesting changes in order to meet the guarantee, and quite honestly, I don't like it. Like you've advertised a 50 million guarantee. By golly, you better be making that good. Like you better be paying that out, or I'm not coming. I mean, not that I would play there, but because it's just not in my wheelhouse. But I don't know. Any
Yeah,
comments?
KevMap posted 45 minutes ago that there was a 550K overlay, but I don't know like what's there's so much like going on. I don't know
All
who's
right,
right or wrong or what they
pull,
mean.
all right. So let me pull up Kevin's because that is. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me pull up Kevin's. I haven't seen it. So yeah. So Rio Cricket asked Kevin Math how much was the overlay, and Kevin Math put 550,000. So I don't know what the deal is.
But maybe that extra level just got them way closer to the guarantee, is what that guy was saying. But also too, I saw someone else say that like the staff fees don't count towards the guarantee. So technically the prize pool is 48.5 million because the staff fees come out of the guarantee or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish Kevin Math was around. He could explain it to us all, and maybe I'll try to get a hold of him later and get him to come on maybe tomorrow and explain that to us. Here, let me see if I can send him a message right now and see if we can't get him on. Um, and maybe he can explain it. Because it would be nice to have a clear explanation of that for sure. Because I certainly don't know all the details, and I've been traveling, so I certainly haven't been following that story very close at all. I just sent Kevin Math a message. Maybe he can join us and explain to us what the hell's going on with that guarantee at the Bahamas main event. That 50, it was supposed to be a 50 million dollar guarantee, and there's you know some buzz about what they're doing to meet that guarantee, including extending an extra level for registration. So I'd be curious to get the details on that. And hey, Hacks, Karen, welcome. Um, and yes, I started the space an hour early by mistake because, my jet lag brain was thinking I needed to start it at 11 instead of 12. So we're an hour early today, folks. And it's okay. It is what it is. But we're going to give Kevin Math a few minutes to get in here, and maybe he can come and set me straight on what the hell's happening with the guarantee down in Florida. Um, Not in Florida, in the Bahamas. Sorry, you guys. The brain is half working today, I promise. It is half working. Hey, Hex, what's up?
Nothing much. You invited me up, so I thought I'd accept.
Well, I'm glad you did. You doing okay, bud?
Always doing okay.
Awesome. Very good. You don't know anything about the guarantee going on in the Bahamas, do you?
Well, last I heard, there was a 10 million overlay, and now the prize pool's come up, and it's only a 550K overlay. So I don't know if they've unlocked the guarantee and reduced it. I don't know. I saw Slay tweet his disgust at it. I think he was trolling because he said they group funded him a ticket to the Bahamas, but I've just spoke to him in Jordan Space, so I think that's just a I think that's just a bullshit tweet, just to
Stir the pot.
light a fire under the WPT.
Oh, that's
But
so funny.
I presume that they haven't. I don't know how those numbers can be true, because yesterday it was a massive overlay, and now it's only 550, and the prize pool seems to be locked in.
Yeah, I
So
don't know. It's there's a lot of rumors, and that's what I'm trying to figure out because I have no idea. And they said they lowered the guarantee, and somebody said that they extended an extra level for people to buy in, and so I
or
just
they could have been doing both, right? I mean,
yeah,
they have to have lowered it, because that 10 million can't have just been
yeah.
caught up in one day, right?
All
So
right. No, I agree. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully, Kevin Mathers will join us, and if not today, tomorrow, or at least give me the lowdown so I can explain it.
how does it work with the guarantees? People buy into a certain price point, right? So I mean, the word guarantee should mean something. So how can they get away with dropping it from being advertised as 50 million
Well,
price?
and that's the problem I have. Like, if that's what you said, then by golly, you better make good on it. Whether you swallow, X amount or not, you as the operator should be making good on your word. That's what you've advertised for months on end. Even the Orleans has taken heat over that in the past. And, surely not for $5 million guarantee, but it was whatever their guarantees were. They definitely dropped them once they didn't meet the guarantees. And they took a lot of heat for that, and some of other operators. And the Orleans came out and said, "Hey, we're sorry, we goofed. We shouldn't have lowered the guarantee. We should have honored it." And
Yeah,
and
but you know what's going to happen if they keep on doing it? Everyone's going to do it. It's going to be a race to the bottom.
right,
There's going to be silly numbers out there just to try and get the people to buy into it.
right.
I mean, that's insane to me.
It's a definitely not a good look, right? And it's
I
not
mean, is it a
president. We
position
don't
now
see
where
a
people just
start,
say, "Well, I want a refund.
right,
This is false advertising," you know?
right. And I'm sorry, I have to take a pill. Um, and you kind of piggyback that on, they already had a little snafu with starting that 21 game mixed game, and they had to change it after a level was played to a 10 game mixed game because the laws in the Bahamas didn't allow something with the games that they had chosen, or I don't know all the technical things, but um, some of the games were against a law or not part of the laws that they could use and play. So they, after a level was played, change it to a 10, 10 game mixed game. And, it's just not a good look. I'm coming there on your word. You better keep your word, right?
Especially if you're going up against the WPT, right? It's first of all that's stupid to have the series at the same time. But if you're conning people to go across the Bahamas on a false promise of a massive guarantee, and you're taking the customers away from the WPT, then they're going to return that favour, right? If
Right.
they think that's going on, and it's just going to be a mess.
It is going to be a mess. And, kudos to the WPT, because in my opinion, and I've never been to the Bahamas to play that tournament series, but from what I see and hear, for what that's worth, WPT is blowing it out of the water. Let alone the fact it's just cheaper to go to Vegas, believe it or not, than the Bahamas to play.
I mean, you had Jamie Gold yesterday or the day before advertising the overlay, right?
Yep.
So you have to go over there if that's the overlay, and that's the level you play. You can't miss out on an overlay like that.
That's right.
So it really is a rug pull. It's like a crypto rug pull at this point.
Well, and how mad would you be, Hex, if you saw Jamie Gold's video and you're like, oh shit, let me book a flight. Oh, I'm booking a last minute flight, which means I'm paying probably 3 times the normal price because it's a last minute flight because there's a huge overlay. I got to go. And then
You got to go for 10 million
yeah,
overlay. It's impossible. You can't not go.
yeah.
You're always forced to go.
And then you get down there and, they change it all. How pissed would you be?
I'm surprised that people are asking for refunds, to be honest, and they really should give them
Uh,
and cover costs because it's
right.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's not a good
And
look.
if you think Jamie Gold did that by accident, you got another thing coming, right?
Right. Oh no, no, no. It was no accident. And
Exactly.
they really need to. I really want to get the details from Kevin so I can make sure I'm giving out the correct details. But from just what I'm reading and hearing, I'm like, wait, what is like? I need to know the facts here. So ASG, you have any of those facts for me? Go ahead, buddy. Welcome.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know about the extra level thing, but the rest of it is like shady but legal. So one, when they said they were like 10 million short, uh, what we think is likely the case is that the online people who got in had a special package where they got in like in the money,
Right.
and then when they were advertising that they're shy 10 million or whatever, that they weren't counting those online entries yet, even though like they were half known part of the prize pool, that they were only counting the entries of people who were in, and they didn't total the online people until the online people's days so that part of the prize pool wasn't
Calculated.
counted when trying to advertise, hey, we're going to have a $10 million overlay, come on over. And then it's always been in the fine print, and they did the same thing last year, that tournament and dealer fees are subtracted out of the guarantee. So yeah, so they did the same thing last year. So even though it says 50 million guarantee, you take the $50 million guaranteed prize pool, you deduct 3% for dealer and entry fees, and that's how you get the 48.5 million that the prize pool actually is for the players.
Yeah, this is all sleight of hand, though, right? I mean, we can see through this, right?
Well, and the fact that they're, even when you were just saying that they didn't count the onliners when they were talking about the overlay, right there, it is like, wait, what? Why would, it's false advertisement if they know that they haven't counted those, and then they're,
Yeah,
oh,
they know what
yeah.
they're doing, Sherry. They know what they're doing. This is
Yeah,
all
as I said,
sleight of
it's
hand.
like shady but legal is what I call it.
Yeah, it's definitely not illegal because it's
Disgusting.
always in the fine print. But I hate the way they use the word guarantee, because it's
Yep.
explicit language, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will say, when WPT had a 40 million guarantee and they didn't make the guarantee last year, you know what the prize pool was? $40 million.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It was not
they
$40
ate
million
it.
minus this percentage. It was $40 million.
And if that just doesn't motivate you to go to the WPT, I don't know what does. I mean, honestly, the mere fact that they met their guarantee, no matter what shortfalls or not, I mean, I think that
But yeah,
speaks volumes.
yeah, the WSOP at the Bahamas did the exact same thing last
Yep.
year, except it was like I want to say a 15 million guarantee.
Yep.
I don't know. It was not as big as what was going on at the WPT, so there wasn't as big news about it. But they did the same thing last year, where they took the 3% out, so the guarantee wasn't the actual guarantee amount.
Yeah, I
So
think the problem is that loyalty, overlay trumps loyalty in poker. Poker players are individual businessmen, right? So
Yeah.
they've got to go if there's a 10 million overlay. It's insane. So it really is a scum move.
It really
by the
is.
Bahamas.
Like, I would be so mad if I dropped if I was a pro player and I heard, oh my gosh, they're going to have a $10 million overlay. I would drop everything and book the next flight, even if it was a private jet, to get me there. Right. And then you get there and then this happens. Yeah, I would never go back.
Or imagine if you got your investors either with or without markup based on how much the prize pool is. If you're saying, oh, there's going to be a $10 million overlay, then I can sell at 1.2 instead of 1.0 or something. Just making up numbers, but
yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
but did the same amount of people turn up for a 25 million guaranteed? That's the question, right? And I say no.
Definitely not for a 25K buy-in.
Yeah, exactly. The price point and then the guarantee are intrinsically linked, and that's the decision-making process of a professional poker player, right? They have to go.
I mean, you got Vanessa Phelps went down there. When was the last time you saw her anywhere?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
lured
that's what people, I mean. Even Doolally, Igor's wife, what the heck's her name? She's brilliant, the poker player. Let me look up her name because now my mind is blank. But they got her out of to come play live with her husband. And I'm like, you know what? There's some big names there that we haven't seen in a while, and it's because of the guarantee.
Well, look at all the people who lost their minds over that fucking golden passport stuff, all because of the EV involved.
Absolutely.
So it's all the same stuff. It's all the same stuff. It's crazy.
Okay, so now this brings me on to another subject, and I haven't. I'm just going to tell you, I've been busier than hell, so I have not dived in. I didn't dive into it, but they were giving away that car, that golden McLaren, right? And last week they had a magician come and pull out of the drum, and he made it to the final, I don't know, 5 or 6, and miraculously the magician won the car. Anybody got any 411 on this magician just magically winning the car? It seems so weird to me. Have you seen that, Hex?
Was it a manual pick or was it drawn for him?
Well,
Did he? I don't know how it worked. Was it like a tombola where you put
I
your hand in
think
it?
he put his hand in and pulled it out for the first round. But I don't even know that, like, it was so unclear. Like when we all went to, pull out of the drum, you were thinking that McLaren ticket was in the drum. Like no one I spoke to even knew there was like another round you had to be in to win it. So again, it wasn't very clear on how that car was being given away.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I don't know. I need to go back and look at it because I just thought it was very strange because when he drew, he was, I don't know, it was so over dramatic to me when I watched the initial video. I was like, this is so weird. But I don't know, could have just been me. Anyway, I didn't know if anybody else had formed an opinion on that, saw that. Anyway.
So next year, no magicians, no jugglers are allowed to be
No
in the
Oompa Loompas.
yeah.
Oh gosh. And certainly I'm not trying to imply that there was anything shady there. I just thought it was just so unusual. But it would have been nice to have a little bit more clarity on the rules and that there was actually 2 rounds in order to win the car. Because everybody thought that cars was in that drum. You know what I mean? And so yeah, it was weird. Very strange.
Right, I've got a dip. I'm actually at work right now. Have fun.
Well, I appreciate you, Hex. Have a good day. And again, those that are just joining, I did the show here this morning, this space an hour early, just because I screwed up. No other reason than that. Thinking I needed to start at 11 and I actually needed to start at 12. And here we are. And it's okay. It means I get to go take my nap a little earlier than intended. So I appreciate y'all listening. Those of you in Gitmo trying to get content for your stupid lies and bullying, I'm glad you're here giving me an extra click on my space this morning. I appreciate you. Come back every day. When you get the nerve, come on in on one of your troll accounts and chat with me. I would love that. Karen, good to see you. Zombie, good to see you. I love the My Kitty picture for sure. And we'll be back at this tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Will be the correct time, and hopefully I'll get it in my brain. And 9 o'clock Vegas time and Pacific time. So if you're on the felt today, I hope you take that shit down. If not, go out and touch the grass. It's going to be a great day. I guarantee it, folks. Thanks for listening. Bye.